Without the Wiyot staff, we wouldn't have been able to come here today. Without the Wiyot Council, we definitely would not be here with them. Without the visionaries, I'm one, and Leona is another, and the rest of the council. And if you're not, it takes a village, whether you're Wiyot or non-Wiyot, it takes all of us to make a village. And I'm just so excited to be here. I was telling Leona and Michelle, I said, we're probably about the only tribe in the United States of America that gets their land back, little bitty pieces by little bitty pieces. Whether we pay for it or whether it is given to us, it takes everybody. We had a 5th, 6th grade class probably a good 20 years ago that did bake sales and donation drives to help us buy the first part of Hula. And those kids now are going to be in their mid-20s. Now they deserve a great big hand. I don't forget them because they're the ones that thought that up all by themselves. They didn't have an adult come over, you should do this, you should do that. Two or three of their 5th, 6th graders came in and said, we want to help raise money for the Wiyot Sacred Sites. And it comes from everybody. It comes from the heart. It comes from word of mouth. And it comes from even people who didn't care for us, but we persevered. We stayed firm and said, we're going to continue to do this. And I think about my mom and dad, I think about my grandparents, I think about our ancestors that have started all of this. I could feel myself wavering. You can't help it, it just happens. But anyway, so if you would stand with me. Gentlemen, if you have hats on, please take them off. Get your hearts in the right spot. If you have resentment towards anyone, unkind thoughts towards anyone, that guy, that woman who cut you off while you were turning and they cut you off, they don't know better, we pray for them as well. Government with, we come with open hearts. We come with open minds. We come together to ask for your blessings upon this land. We thank you for the Tribal Council of today, Tribal Council of yesterday. We thank you for the staff who work diligently towards this goal of acquiring this land. We thank you for watching over us this past couple of years through this big, ugly thing of COVID. We ask you and thank you that you have watched over us and kept us going forward. As Martin Luther King said, keep your eye on the prize. And that's what we do. We keep our eyes on the prize. And that prize is for all of us to see the land that was taken away from us. We have a new baby in our family. She's only a few weeks old now. But I think of her as that we're doing this for that generation of babies. We have a new baby in the tribal office every once in a while. She's just adorable. but she's old enough now to stay with the daycare center, which makes me sad because her mama would bring her over and I get to hold her. They make sure I sit down and put lots of blankets and padding around because, as you can tell, I'm not really that steady on my feet anymore. I had a stroke a year ago this month, and I still can get around, and I'm grateful. Even when I grumble, I tell the Creator, forgive me for grumbling. I still can see it somewhat. I can see with my good eye, but they won't let me drive. And I tell that I can do bumper cars really well. My doctor wasn't amused. I thought it was funny. And my sister has been my greatest care provider. She takes me to and from where I need to be. She's one of the best cooks I know, outside of Mom. And she has been there for me ever since I was born. I went to high school with her for a week. They let me go to school with her. She was a senior and I was just about 4 or 5 years old. I got to go to school and they said I was a good kid. She'll tell you now that I'm not, but that's okay. It is great to be here. It's great to be surrounded by friends who have a commonality of wanting land to go back to the people, to the indigenous people, whether it's here in Wiyot country, or Yurok, or Hoopa, or Karu, or Taloa, or Cherokee, or the Ohlone, or any place that the land is being brought back to the original caretakers. So Creator, EUREKA, Father God, Creator of all things, we ask you now to be with us, to bless this land, to bring it together with its original inhabitants, that we look forward to walking on the island or on this piece of Samoa, and we give thanks even for Tuluwa, of these pieces of broken land that's now coming together. We thank you for those who are non-native and want to stand in solidarity with us. And we know that we come together. It takes everyone, whether Wiyot, whether non-Wiyot. It takes all of us. Whether we came here willingly or we brought here unwillingly to this country. Because everybody brings something with them. Their dreams, their hopes, and their desires. We thank you now for the men and women who are going to come and dance, to bring good medicine to this land that we stand on. EUREKA, Father God, Creator of all things, we thank you for this time together. We thank you for watching over us, keeping us strong, and making us stronger. Hold.
You can hear me?
Yes.
I want to welcome everyone for coming today to celebrate this momentous occasion with us. My name is Brian Mead. I am the chairman of the Wiyot Tribe. Yay. Today, we celebrate the return of Digawututklh. Traditionally, the Wiyot people lived along the Samoa peninsula. This area was a place where we gathered food, located between the ocean and the bay. Caught surffish, we dug clams to feed our families. The forest here is peppered with plants that we traditionally use for our cultural. Plants we cultivated and took care of. The dunes protected our villages from big storms like we see today. Sorry, my kids are more fluent in our language because of Lenica and her team, so I can't pronounce it too well. It was also a ceremonial place for the red woodpecker dance. This place was also part of the vast transportation network. People from the north came to this place to catch and dug out to places to the Tuluwa. With the return of Digawututklh, we hope to restore this place and return our cultural practices. We welcome you all to our ancestral lands and thank you for being here to celebrate this historic return of 365 acres of land back to the Wiyot Tribe. Oh.
where we're from. We are just where we're from. We are just where we're from. I don't want to where we're from. I don't want to where we're from. I want to give them a bigger round of applause because some of them were very nervous and I had to force them to dance. And I promised them they had to do certain and they stayed in line with us. So I want to thank Razak. Big round of applause to Gary and Say for singing their songs for us. And our towers, Cheryl and Leona, for helping us bring our culture and if it wasn't for Cheryl and Leona, we probably wouldn't have brought our dances back. And it's because them pushing us as young younger generations to do this. This is where we're at today. So give Cheryl and Leona a big round of applause. Who put this together? It's them that also deserves a big round of applause because they made this happen. Our travel administrator, Michelle Dazzle, made this happen. And our travel council made this happen. So thank you to everybody, and thank you to give everybody a big round of applause. Thank you all. I was telling her yesterday, the reason why we're downtown outside today is because of the rain. Creator's cleaning and cleansing our lands for us today. And we'll be able to walk it as soon as the rain is done. So it's being cleansed, it's being healed. That's why it's raining today, that's why today's a special day for us. Thank you again, everybody. Sonny, take us home.
I wanted to acknowledge our other board members and staff who raised their hands today, who are here, and staff. Thank you. We're so grateful to be here, and I just wanted to share a few words on behalf of the board and staff of thanks and gratitude. We're grateful to be here to be celebrating with you at this moment, and may we continue this work together in our communities to help heal ourselves, each other, and the land. Friends of the Dunes mission statement is to conserve the natural diversity of coastal environments in Northern California through community-supported education and stewardship programs. This land back is in line with our mission, and it helps to return to the original stewards, the Wiyot, since time immemorial. We'd like to take a moment to recognize a lot of the folks who are here, many here in this room, who have brought us to this point. Of course, first and foremost, the Wiyot Tribe for your long dedication and persistence. I just want to say a comment. I have oh no, I'm going to get emotional too. So I had the good fortune to be able to work with the tribe right behind Andrew as a sign about land back. This is just part of a journey they've been doing for a long, long time. I learned so much, and I feel so honored to be here on this really historic day. I also want to thank the California State Coastal Conservancy, the California Natural Resource Department, Wildlife Conservation Board, California Department of Fish and Wildlife, U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, and the Humboldt Bay National Wildlife Refuge, Bureau of Land Management, Humboldt Bay Harbor Recreation and Conservation District, Humboldt County Sheriff's Office, Pacific Birds Joint Venture and Ducks Unlimited, the Peninsula Community Collaborative, Friends of the Dunes staff and board, past and present, members and volunteers who've worked on this. And I want to call out a few names in particular who really helped us get to this day. Past Executive Director Mike Cipra, who's here. Thank you for all your work. Michael Bowen from the Coastal Conservancy. Sue Corbally, who's just been involved with this for so long. Thank you. Mike Van Happen. Where's Mike? Many special people. I know we wish we were out there on the land right now, but we know it's a special place. The forests, wetlands, and dunes have supported and sustained human and non-human communities for generations. I know I seek out these lands for their striking beauty, the biological diversity, and of course, the delicious huckleberries. I have enjoyed introducing community members to this land so that they too can appreciate the spruce and beech pine forest, the colorful carpet of native dune plants, and delight in finding the tracks of deer, jackrabbit, skunk, and others who travel along the open dunes. Friends of the Dunes has been involved in protecting this site for more than 30 years, but that pales in comparison with the generations of Wiyot who have had a relationship with this land, which is now being returned. I look forward to Friends of the Dunes and the Wiyot Tribe deepening our relationship and learning from each other. We pledge our support in whatever ways are helpful to the tribe, be that in assisting with guided walks, securing funding for ongoing stewardship, or collaborative work days. We would be honored to play a supporting role in ensuring that this place continues to be revered and protected and enjoyed for generations to come. Thank you all.
Wiyot Tribal Chair. So yes, we're giving our symbolic signing now, I believe. To be ready for photo ops. Elected officials to speak. First up, we have Humboldt County Supervisor Natalie Arroyo.
Thank you for having me. Do I need to move this or is it perfect where it is? Great. As is often the case, I had some other notes and my feelings have changed in the moment to say something different, so bear with me. I'm so grateful to be invited here today. I'm sure everyone's very filled with emotion right now. So I do represent District 4 in the county, which is a very artificial line. My district includes much of the city of Eureka, the Myrtletown area, and the Samoa Peninsula south of the bridge. Again, artificial lines. But I'm honored to represent this community around Humboldt Bay and to work with the partners that I hold so dear. And I'm really here today to recommit to being a partner. Many years ago, when I first got elected to Eureka City Council, I came up to Table Bluff and said, how can we work together better? And I didn't know what was going to happen, and something beautiful happened from that. So I'm here today to not only celebrate with you all, but to recommit. And so I leave this question out in the universe and out, especially for you, the leaders of the Wiyot Tribe, to tell me what I can do to help. And I commit to being a partner, a listener, and an ally. And those who know me well know that I'm a talker and I'm not always the best listener. So it's a big deal. I really want to listen. I really want to hear from you. This has been a season, I'll say the fall is always a season that I feel some some sadness, and I'm going through a little bit of a sad season in a way in my life. And then I remember, I was telling a friend, a dear friend, who's also kind of going through a very sad season, about how discouraged I've been lately, to be totally honest. Pretty discouraged. And I said, sometimes it seems like we do all this bureaucratic stuff and we don't get to see a lot happen. And then we sat there and we listed all the beauty of what's happening around us in our community and in our world. And I realized that right now I'm getting to bear witness to things that people have spent their whole lifetimes on. So it is incredible to be here and to be able to not take credit for, but bear witness to and celebrate together what people have spent their entire lifetimes working on. And this is one of those moments. And knowing this was happening, a little while ago, I took a walk in the dune forest. And I was listening to the sounds, again, practicing the listening skills. And I realized that the sounds that I was hearing, I've also been trying to get a little bit better at speaking Samoa. And, I was thinking about the beauty of the land transfers with Marashawak, with Digawututklh. And particularly struggling with that sound and some of the sounds that are just new to my tongue. And then I was, in the forest and noticing the sounds around me and realizing that there's sounds in nature that are in the language. And you may think, poor little dummy for having just realized that. But I also just realized that watching the dance and hearing the sounds of the regalia, the sounds that I hear in nature of, pebbles smashing into each other on the shore, of shells, of all of the sounds that we just heard and that we hear in nature are so part of the experience that we've had today. And so I learned something. I made a new connection that I hadn't heard made before. So I appreciate, again, the opportunity to be here, and I wanted me to keep it brief and thank you for the chance to celebrate with you today and to recommit to being that partner and the person that you hopefully reach out to and look to work with. I do hope to be that person now and in the future. Thank you.
Can you see me? So I just, it is such an honor to be at this sacred event. And for me, this event is sacred. This event is, though it is a big event for everyone, it's also a personal event to me. Anytime we have the opportunity to make an amends, to make a difference in our community and with our people, I think it's a critical thing. The things that I wanted to talk about, I talked to Michelle and asked her what should I talk about, and one of the things we talk about is land back. Why land back? Why? What's the importance of it? What's the significance of it? And in thinking about all the historical trauma that has occurred in our region just over the years, that's why land back. Why land back? Because it's the right thing to do. That's all. It's the right thing to do. And to be able to witness this here today and to be a part of that in the past has been a real blessing to me. Also, and I was thinking about when Natalie was talking about, we both came to this idea of Toa in different ways. I met Cheryl on the Mattakit. She had a class on the Mattakit, and we were just discussing it. And she was like, well, we should get the island back. And somehow serendipity happened. Like Natalie got on council, I got on council, and people started working together. And I believe it was 4 or 5 councils that were 100% involved in making that happen. There was, unanimous yes votes all the time. And I'll always, when I hear Pam Powell say unanimous yes vote, I'll always hear in my head, welcome home. Welcome home. Our partnership with the tribe is continuing to develop, and I'm so grateful for that and being able to work together. There's some housing projects happening in Eureka. We do a committee, 2x2 committee whenever we get an opportunity. We've missed a couple, but just this opportunity, because amends, for me, amends means change, and that's what we need to do, is we need to make changes moving forward. And change doesn't mean I'm sorry. And change doesn't mean that we have conditions. Change means that we change our behavior and we work together to make our city, our region, our country a better place. And I too have been, we were talking on the way over here a little bit about the sadness I've been experiencing about just everything that's happening around our world today. And then the thought came to me how grateful I am to be in our community, to be in our local community, and the opportunities that we've had to make a difference over the years. And our community is phenomenal. We're on the cutting edge of so many things, and I'm just so grateful that we have the opportunity to work together. And that Cheryl's here. That's a big deal. That's a big deal. A year ago, that's a really big deal, and it makes me so happy. So with that, I just want to say that, again, being at this sacred event has been an honor and a privilege, not one that is taken lightly. And I hope that we can continue to move forward with more land back. Why do we do land back? Because it's the right thing to do. And so hopefully the healing will continue and we'll move forward. Thank you.
Next up on the agenda, we have some space for speakers from our state agencies. So we'll start with the State Coastal Conservancy. Michael Bosch.
Thank you so much, everybody. The Coastal Conservancy is so honored and privileged to be here. Thanks to the Dunes, everybody. To be welcomed into this setting and to be able to observe and hear the words and heartfelt feelings and all that has really built up to this. Many, many decades, centuries in the making. So I have a couple of important announcements to make related to my comments. The first is I'm not 25 years old. This is important to know because what I've come to realize after many, many years of working at the Conservancy and in the field is the really wonderful things in life are marathons. They're not 50-yard dashes. And Sue, my dear friend and colleague, we used to poke fun at her because she would come into work group meetings time after time and say, we are going to buy the dog ranch. And say, oh, no, sure. And the years would go on, and then in 2005, it looked like it was really going to happen. And Friends of the Dunes was poised. And state funding was aligned, and somebody came in and swept in and made some very public pronouncements about the inappropriateness of public land acquisitions and this sort of thing, and it fell out of our hands and fell out of the opportunity for conservation or this sort of an outcome. And there were a lot of crushed feelings. It was a very hard period for many who had committed years to working on this. Well, the years went on, as they do. And I will just say that bankruptcy can be a powerful motivator. And the property came around again. And many who are here today swept into activity and galvanized and talked and made sure that they would achieve this outcome. And they did. And we're here. The property was acquired. Michael Cipra, is just we've hit every speed bump, is what I'm trying to say. Just before we were prepared to close escrow, the grantee got cold feet, dropped out. Friends of the Dunes stepped in and said, we'll do this. We'll take this on. And it saved it. it would not have succeeded without that important. So when you say it takes a village, it really does. Everybody has to participate. Everybody has to work together. And that's what happened. And then something really magical happened that I couldn't have foreseen, and I'm not sure anybody could have anticipated. This, fairly traditional land conservation acquisition that, we bureaucrats do all the time as part of our jobs, intersected with a societal change and a transformation in our way of thinking, and transformation in the way we thought about each other and felt about each other and worked with each other. And I don't see Michelle, but I want to acknowledge her. Usually I will agree that it takes a village, but anyone who says that hasn't worked with Michelle, because I'm pretty sure she's superhuman and she can accomplish almost anything single-handedly. But working with her, seeing her energy and her passion and her commitment to making this happen and bringing us all together, and the staff, Adam, all of your contributions to helping us understand the ecology, not from our pretty jaded lenses, but understanding it in a more holistic way. So valuable, and we've all learned so much. And so I really want to extend, in this fairly small tribute, our agency's small gratitude for helping us understand, and helping us learn, and helping us be better together. Because as we all grow healthier and stronger together, we all grow healthier and stronger together. And we're so grateful to be included in that process. So thank you very much.
And I also had Kendall on our list, if you want to come up and say any words.
Hi, everybody. My name is Kendall Webster. I'm the tribal liaison at the Wildlife Conservation Board. The Wildlife Conservation Board was founded in 1947 for the purposes of conserving California's wildlife and providing wildlife-oriented recreation. Since that time, we've grown and evolved and are now trying more to work on addressing climate change and creating opportunities for all Californians to enjoy nature. And we deliver our mission through grant programs in part, and we fund acquisition of conservation properties and restoration of those properties, and provide funding to all different kinds of partners, including Native American tribes. So Wildlife Conservation Board, California Natural Resources Agency, and the State Coastal Conservancy funded purchase of this property. I'm not going to try the name, I'm sorry, I need board practice with that, in 2020. And so now we're working with Friends of the Dunes and the Wiyot Tribe to enable the transfer of the property to the tribe. It is our complete honor to be a part of this historical transaction, and it's my honor to be included in this celebration. I baked a big batch of cookies as a token of my appreciation, and so I really hope that you all try one. Thank you.
Michelle, is anybody else want to say a few words, or I just want to say open mic. Anybody else want to say a few words?
I'd like to.
Yes, Cheryl, please. Do we want to bring the microphone to you?
Oh,
Yeah, friend.
I almost fell on my face a while ago, so I'll keep smooth. What a joy it is to be here, to see faces I've never met before, to see old faces that I know for a long time. It's It's good to see you, Kim and Natalie. With my good eye, I can see you. I want to give you a song, or leave you with a song, when the land was taken from us. And new people came in. And we continue to see new people, not just new people from yesteryear, but new people from yesterday. And I got told a few weeks ago, they said, I've never been more welcomed anywhere I lived, and I've lived in a lot of places, he said, but to be welcomed like the Wiyot people have welcomed me here. And he says it started, or not he, she said it started when I first came to Humboldt State University, where Leon and I both worked. Her for 36 years, I for 28. And I never went to work a day in my life at Humboldt State. I went to play. And I just had a fabulous time. But I'm going to leave you with a song. And my memory is not as good as it used to be. So if I get lost someplace, Leona says you won't know it. True, just like Brian was saying, I don't know how to say that word. Well, they don't know how to say it either. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Eh, no, the way. Eh, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Eh, no, the way. Eh, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Nahi, nahi, no, the way. Eh, no, eh, no, eh, hey, hey, no, eh, hey, hey, no, eh, hey, hey, no, eh, no, eh, no, nahi, nahi, no, nahi, nahi, no, nahi, nahi, no, eh, no, eh, no, nahi, nahi, no, nahi, nahi, no, nahi, nahi, no, eh, no, eh, no, nahi, nahi, no, nahi, nahi, no, nahi, nahi, no, eh, no, eh, no, eh, hey, hey, no, eh, hey, hey, no, eh, hey, hey, no, eh, no, eh, no. Thank you.